Do you know for how long the tread, as you describe it, was missing from the second stair? If you know, no. Had you ever spoken to anyone about the fact that there was a tread missing prior to the accident? No. Had you ever observed that a tread was missing from the second stair prior to the accident? I don't recall. Do you know of anyone else who might have complained that there was a tread missing or that there was a hole in the stair? I don't know. Other than for car service, were you out any money, out of pocket, as a result of the injuries you claim for this accident? I needed to buy other clothing to fit over the cast. I needed to buy the crutches, the cane, as well as sneakers, which I don't normally wear. Do you have any idea how much you spent? No. Did you keep records? I would have receipts. Do you presently have health insurance coverage? Yes. Does your health insurance coverage cover the bills? Which bills? Which bills? I have not seen the doctor's bill, so I don't know what would be my responsibility. I do have a co-pay of $10 per visit and have paid $10 for each of my physical therapy visits. Did you also have to pay a co-pay for your doctor's visits? Yes, I did. You had to pay a co-pay at that time, did you not? Yes, I did. I said I did. Very well. Let me ask you another question before I terminate my examination. How many doctor's visits did you have as a result of this accident? 3 or 4. Do you have a future appointment to see your orthopedist? I have a future directive to call him in 4 weeks. What are you supposed to call him for? To discuss another appointment, and I am counting now 5 appointments I have had. So far, yes. Who is your health insurance provider? Oxford. Do you have any other insurance that covers your expenses from this accident? No. I just want to go back to Exhibit 5, which bears this circle and your initials. Do you know specifically what your foot did and came into contact with prior to your fall? No, I can't say that. Prior to your fall, did you have a sensation of your foot coming into contact with something unusual? Yes. What did you feel? That it was stepping into a hole rather than level surface. What part of your foot touched the hole? Your toes, your head, your entire foot? I don't know. Do you know how deep this hole was that your foot came in contact with? No. You don't know? No. When was the last time that you were at work before March 2nd, 2001? Before the day of the accident, October 18th. So all that time you were out of work? Yes. Was that time out of work covered by sick leave, vacation time? When you work for the Board of Ed, you can't go on a leave until you exhaust your sick days. So I used my approximately 22 sick days in my bank, and that put me to, I believe it was the 27th, 28th of November. And from then I had to go on a personal, because it was nothing that happened on my job, it was personal leave of absence. Was that a personal leave of absence with pay or without pay? Without pay. From November 27th? Yes, through March. March 2001, I went back March 1st, correct. Was there any other time that you could not work because of the injuries you allege you sustained in this accident? Was there any other? Prior to or after March 1st, you mean? After the accident, yes. After March 1st, I would go to work. My principal gave me permission on the days I had therapy. Did you take lunch? No. What occurred? The only days I was out relating to the accident was when I had to see the doctor, and I guess today. Is that it? Yes. Were these days covered by sick leave, personal leave, or what? I have to take personal days for them. Yes, they are coming out of my time. That's with pay? If I don't go past Well, they always pay now, but if I go past my days for an illness, that if I get ill, if you go past a certain amount, you don't get paid then. At some point, did you hand out the stuff? Not really. Why not? Because when I went back to the doctor after 2 weeks, and it was in December, if it was right before Christmas, and she took more x-rays and said it had healed, it was healing. She said that? Yes, she was pleased with what she saw. I had this claw for a hand, and I looked at her and said, when is that going with the therapy? What did she say? She turned to me and said, maybe never. It's going to be stiff. What happened next? Well, I went into shock. I said, this can't be happening. It just can't be happening. Did you go home? Yes, I went home.
Okay.
Take a few more takes.
I want to brush my teeth before I go to this thing too.
All right, real quick, real quick.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock.
Apple is up 22. It doesn't mean much because it went down about 60 points in 3 days last week. It's coming up to its announcement of its quarter. It's going to be a blockbuster. Hello? Yeah. Hi, how you doing? Should I remind you that there's a meeting today? Right. It's 2 or 3 blocks. Okay, I was about to call you to remind you. I'm just joking. Okay, 2:01, but I'll be there. Right. That was Noro. He's reminding me of the meeting. So I don't mind if he reminds me because I once missed the meeting, but so I quickly said, I was about to call you to remind you about the meeting. That's known as the best defense is an offense. But it's nice to take a meeting where your boss is friendly, as opposed to otherwise. I'm not so friendly with this deputy commissioner who runs the planning commission. So the result is that when I have a mistake, he writes a letter. You made a mistake. He didn't tell me orally, you made a mistake, corrected it. That's what happens when you don't have good relations. But I don't care. I know he's tried to get rid of me, but the commissioners refused to go along with him. Because they know that if they get rid of me, they'll get some other freelancers, no good.